Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from the great and wonderful Jeremy Jorgensen. Thank you, sir, for helping out and all that you've done to support the Captain's Blog. The light is green. Yesterday we installed the Promar 5 amp. What is that? Single bank marine battery charger. Looks super skookum. We'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of excited about it. So this has been the side project as oh yeah, hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. It's March 23rd, 2018 at 09:49, and this has been the side project of the past couple days. Batman, Joey, and I have rewired this. That really should not be left open. But just getting ready for the new year. I got this boat because best time to buy boats, right when everybody's putting them into storage at the end of the year. So this is overwintered here, and it's just been getting gone through. Previous owner.
You're showing off my
I'm showing off your sexy work. Previous owner was kind of, well, I don't know, but
teenager.
Yeah, and the electrical was a nightmare. So,
well, you could tell there were like 2 generations of work.
Yeah,
because there was some newer work that was actually done at the proper heat shrink crimps like we have.
Okay.
And there was some stuff that was older with the crumbly plastic crimp mojos. So there's two generations for sure.
Where's the original? Or did we just throw that away?
No, I still got it.
You got that? All right. So upgrades that have been done. Replaced this. That was the original dashboard switchboard thing. Huh? Okay. Here, I'll turn it on. We can show people what you did. Clear. Oh, battery's fully charged, by the way.
All right.
Pop the cover off the Garmin. We'll see what the voltage is. This is where Batman breaks it because we've never taken the cover off before.
It doesn't even look like a full engagement.
Oh yeah, it's ruined.
Totally ruined.
Okay. So this is our first time with the Garmin setup. We got alright, from front to back, this is replaced and upgraded, it's LED. Ta-da! Look at that. And new horn. I don't even think it had a horn, did it? Yeah. Some basic lights because most of the boating that I do is at night.
So it's cool, it actually does have different, yesterday I had the round thing. You can have traditional flasher or split frequencies. It isn't touchscreen. It's like 5 sitting way too long going like, okay, so this one doesn't actually show the voltage. It's flasher that does. So we're sitting at 13.6 volts.
That's excellent.
That's with it still plugged in.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah.
Oh hey, internet. We're wondering, is it bad to run a depth finder if it isn't in the water? Like, does it screw something up? Do they need water cooling or something like that? Like, we honestly don't know, and I've never seen anything in the manual that says don't do that, so we don't know. But gauge lights work. That's a novel treat on any boat we've ever had. So that's
I've gotten them all to work on every boat.
Really? Yeah, I know they work on the brown boat. Do they work on the bat boat?
On every boat we have.
Okay, well, cool.
I spent a lot of time switching out little LEDs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Batman installed a little USB LED charger thing, or USB charger thing that has a little LED. Yeah.
Because we know how much you love pilot lights.
I do like me a pilot light. So we got the foredeck light because I had to go with the stickers in the pack. So we've got foredeck light, and that's the ones out front. And we got the bilge pump and the blower and
Breakers.
And then breakers down below. I was just like, that's a...
It's stopping.
I put a drop of oil on that bearing. And we got the horn, which is... I've always hated these horn buttons, but, you know, it works. And then this boat has the ejection dead man switch. I don't think that's how that's supposed to...
No, but
okay.
there on this key ring, there was one of those. It's like, oh, that's what that big hook was from this. But,
yeah. Okay. And this boat has a stereo, which thumps. The boat's basically a bathtub. It's all fiberglass, and you've got the inner and the outer, so you've got this airspace in between. So they put speakers that back into that airspace, and it makes the entire boat a speaker cabinet, and it's impressively thumpy.
I'm guessing you don't have some public license music on that thumb drive, do you?
No, I don't. I don't have anything on it that I can play on the blog, so I'm just leaving it. But the experiment I want to do is take this out to totally calm water and crank it up really loud and see if I can make the water vibrate. I think you can.
Usually by the time the water is like where you want to be doing that experiment, which like super flat, crystal clear, it's dark, and people will hate you if you crank music up that loud.
That's a valid point. So in the back, what else we got? New bilge pump.
The motor does the thing.
The motor does the thing.
And you can hear it. That's the servo for the choke.
Oh, okay. You will quit doing that. But the choke works. You push it and you chokes it. So big 2-smoke motor.
Had to replace the harness plugs.
Yeah, we
bypassed all that.
We took out the original harness plugs were really junk, so those went out, and just lots of cleaning, tidying, making it better. There's a lot of little bits and pieces still hanging out. But today, if all goes well, we get to replace the fuel lines because they're really poorly done, and it's jank.
It's not the it's the
zip
zip
ties.
That's what
Zip ties for fuel line clamps. That makes me feel good about your workmanship. So don't use zip ties for fuel line clamps. And on the trailer, we installed the lighted guideposts, which are easily the greatest thing to ever happen to boat trailers ever. If you have a boat trailer and you have to, like, you trailer your boat a lot, like, you don't just store it on there, then, yeah, lighted guideposts, absolutely worth it. They're really great. I like them a lot. So that's what we got with the boat. We're waiting on parts. Oh yeah, and we installed a battery switch. So that's boat update. We'll be back. So you know how a lot of us just like to take things apart and see how they work? Sometimes that can be your job.
Yeah. I don't really care how they work. I just take.
We get donations of stuff, random stuff all the time. And sometimes that stuff is, well, not useful as the thing that arrives, but it has parts inside. So Joey is very good at stripping things down to parts that are useful. Well,
That's not.
and not now. Yep. And parts that are not. And then everything gets sorted out. And sometimes we get parts that are just weirdly awesome. How's that for a vacuum tube? I told you guys you had a week to buy it, and if it didn't sell in a week, it was getting parted out. So now we got a big giant vacuum tube. Weird thing is, I can't find anything on it that says, oh, there it is, it's buried. YU108. And the red tells me it's an iMac. Okay. That's going to be a thing. We'll have to look that up. Right now, 15 people are gearing up to comment, searching that on the internet. Oh, you got to see this. You got to see this saw. We've had this for a little bit, and it's about to get overhauled and completely redone and cleaned up. This is an Everett Industries really big saw. That's a serial number. I think it's a model 1610, maybe? It's got like a 20 horsepower 3-phase motor on it. It's the biggest, beefiest, manliest RAR saw we've ever owned. And it's got liquid cooling, and it's got air, and just all kinds of stuff. There's a lot going on here. It's big and ugly up here, but it's nice and clean in here. This is nice. So that's pretty cool. And that's gonna get a complete overhaul. You'll get to see a lot of video on that. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You rocking out?
Oh yeah.
What are you starting on?
She wants me to take the print shop letters off the wall.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to move all that. Cool. Anybody who's interested in a 6-stack Variac, let me know, because it's gotta go. Make me an offer. So while all that's been going on over there, I've been doing stuff in high voltage. Door closer makes me happy. So, let's see, where are we at on this? Today, I should, if I get time, be able to finish the last of the cage loop, the main bottom loop, which will be cool. Oh, I'm almost out. I'm definitely going to need more of those. But just boop, 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 every 2 feet, all the way around. And then once I do the main bottom loop, there will also be upper loop. But once I do the main bottom loop, then I'll go through and do all the binding. And this will get bonded to here, and this will get bonded to here, and this will get bonded to here. And just step by step, all the way around. Just going to keep making laps in this room. Worst zip ties ever. We've got a break ratio of about 3 or 4 to 1. Like 3 of them will break for every one that holds. They're really impressively bad. Check out the air variable capacitor. Joy gave me a big knob, and they chain together. It's a giant air variable capacitor. It's so cool. I gotta measure this out, but we're gonna do things with that. If I could make a Tesla coil that you could tune in real time, how cool would that be? Real-time tunable Tesla coil. Oh, then I'd be one of the cool kids. Then you'd love me. Now they got music on. I'll be back. Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from the great and wonderful Jeremy Jorgensen. Thank you, sir, for helping out and all that you've done to support the Captain's Blog.